Hey Virgos, welcome back. They open this shit again. Every time they come in here, I swear. Virgos, alright. We're just doing whatever comes out. Don't mind me. I look like a hot mess, but it's okay. I'm actually enjoying today very much. It's actually a little cold, which is crazy, right? It's still like 90 degrees out, but there's an overcast. So, yeah, it makes it so that all the ACs that we have on, which we have like 4, and trust me, when it's like 115, that shit doesn't do anything. Like 4 fans just keeps it so that we're not dying. But right now, it's actually a tiny, which is nice. I could wear a sweater right now. And actually, I kind of wish I had, because I miss my sweaters. And actually, in the summer, I do still wear sweaters when I go out, especially because it actually, it's, people are like, aren't you hot? And I'm like, no, it's hotter if you don't wear a sweater. It burns your skin when you're not wearing a sweater. The steering wheel is so hot, so I use like my sleeves, and I use the hood to cover my face. Like if I had an umbrella, I'd use that too. Anyway, 3rd chakra, Virgo. Why was I gonna say Virgo? That's not even the proper way in Spanish. It's just that I added a D in there. And then 1st chakra. Okay, what's going on here? Well, damn, this is okay. With the solar chakra, I feel like you guys are and authenticity. Okay, yeah, I feel like you're starting to move through life, and I feel like you found a new zest for life. Maybe your what's the word I'm trying to look for? Your confidence has hit like a new high. I don't know what's going on right now, but you guys are like, okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys have a lot of new ideas about what you guys want to be doing right now with life. I feel like you have a specific idea of what you want to do, and you're wanting to ground this, right? You're wanting to make this a reality. And when I say ground, it's like what I'm getting with you guys, it's like, okay, yeah, you have a lot of ideas, but until you actually start grounding it, meaning you go towards it, you start actually building towards it, you're not grounding it, you're not rooting it in the earth, right? You're not actually building it. It's just an idea until you actually make movement towards it, right? So I feel like you guys are wanting to take certain ideas, or you guys have a ton of ideas. I'm just seeing you guys have a bunch of things, and it doesn't have to be like different genre of ideas. It could just be like, oh, I want to start this new job, and I want to do this, and I want to do that new job, and if I do this, or it could be one specific thing. But I am seeing like a lot of different, I just got real itchy on my chin, not by the hair on my chinny chin. 3 little pigs. How does that story go? He huffed and he puffed, and he blew the house down. There's something about a house here. You want to build a house? It's the perfect house with brick. It's almost like the foundation that you want to build. You want to build a foundation that's so strong that nobody or no one, and I just heard an X, or X's, can't break down, right? I feel like there's foundation that you want to build, a foundation that nobody can break down. Yeah, I do feel like your energy juices are flowing. There's just like a lot of ideas. There's just a lot of ideas, and it feels like you're going to start grounding them down to the earth, right? All right, let's go deeper, Virgos. Let's see. Actually, I feel like I need to give it a proper shuffle. The fuck is this on my card? These, I swear. No. Why do you guys do this? I don't know what that is. I don't even want to know. It looks like icing, but I haven't had any kind of sweets in a while. Okay. I don't know. Virgos. The Ace of Cups. Maybe this has to do with again with the Ace of Cups. It has a Page of Cups in reverse. Feeling like you want to offer something but you're not able to, an offer of emotion, love. Why is this? Alright. Transformation in reverse. The 8. I'm not actually sure what card this is. I don't know what card this is. Hold on. I should really learn the numbers of tarot. I read very intuitively. I can't really, if you come and ask me like the meaning of like half of these cards, like based off of actual tarot meaning, I can't tell you. My reading is very intuitive, so I can't even tell you. Like, I bet you anything you guys could tell me like what the number 8 is in the I know 4 is. I'm not even gonna try to read it with tarot. I feel like in the past there was something that you wanted to there was something that you might have opportunity that you didn't get in the past. There was a situation or a job or something where you wanted to transform this, but it's almost like you made the wrong choice, right? It's almost like you went down a different path, right? It's not necessarily maybe you didn't make the wrong choice. Maybe you just, you needed more lessons to realize what it is that you really wanted in life. And there was something here that just didn't take form, right? It didn't root. It's almost like you didn't go after it, or you didn't ground it into the earth. Remember, you can fantasize about anything all day long, but the way manifestation works is if you don't go towards it, it's not gonna be rooted, right? It's okay, this is what I'm putting into the universe, but then I have to go towards it. If you're like, okay, this is what I want, but I'm gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna come back when I'm ready, like, that's not, no. You actually have to put energy into what it is that you're manifesting, right? Let's say, for example, if you want a relationship, you can't be like, hey, I want to be with you, but I'm going to do no work towards you. We're not going to talk, and also I'm going to go be with someone else. Like, you just did the opposite of what you should be doing, right? I do feel though that you guys have gone through a transformation. I feel like you guys have, and there's been things that you guys have learned, lessons that you guys have learned, parts of your ego that you have put in check, and because of that you are now coming in actually quite authentic, right? Along with attraction. Oh my god, and sensuality. What is this? Wow. I feel like you guys have gone through it. You guys have gone through it, and you guys are coming back, actually. I don't want to say different. I want to say more, I guess, more mature. Understanding things better, seeing things from a different perspective. The Tower in reverse, yeah. There was a Tower in reverse here, where there was a tower that happened, where you, again, like I said, you guys might have King of Cups in reverse, yeah. King of Cups in reverse. You guys might have made a choice. You guys might have sacrificed your heart, to be honest with you. You guys might have sacrificed your heart for something else. It could have either been the way that you look for, what's the word I'm trying to say? The way you look in society. You might have sacrificed your heart for money. You might have sacrificed your heart because you didn't feel like good enough. Whatever it was, it feels like this is something you sacrificed with the King of Cups in reverse, right? Some of you guys, with the King of Cups in reverse, I feel like you guys might have even gone through manipulative situations where you dealt with people that weren't actually in it, that loved you. You guys might have gone through some karmic lessons, and a lot of time people be like, oh, karma, I owed it. Not necessarily that you owed karma. Sometimes it is about that lesson, but sometimes it's about like, okay, well, you made the decision to go this way, and you chose this kind of person. Why did you do that? Like, you chose this, you know what I mean? Sometimes you deal with people without paying attention, or without giving it the time, or whatever it is, and you kind of get stuck in these cycles with people that you're just like, what the hell was I doing, right? And you started to see the truth with the Page of Lightning. What is that? Is that a rock? Oh, what? What is that? Those are actually initials on the back of his head. Dude. I swear, I think that says ice. I'm not kidding. Look at the back of that guy's head. Is that ICE? Maybe this has to do with some of you guys with political things that are going on in the world. Maybe you had to see things from a different perspective. Whatever that perspective is to... Oh, isn't that the guy's name in the movie though? But it's interesting how I am getting, for some of you guys, this has to do with like political views. Like, some of you guys have to see, like... Again, I don't know what political view you've changed, right? But maybe some of you guys also... saw the truth about some of your political views. I don't know, and that's not what I'm here for. Yeah, clarifying the first chakra. The Two of Lightning. Yeah, you chose a different path. You made a choice in the past, and that led you down to, let's see, where did it lead you down? Where did it take you? Where did this choice in the past lead you? Ooh, Temperance in reverse. I'm getting that Temperance in reverse is somebody that's... This is actually a person is what I'm getting. Somebody that was very impatient. Somebody that I want it now. I'm getting, remember Violet from Willy Wonka in the first one? Where she's like, but Daddy, I want it now. Fuck, to be that spoiled. I have never in my life been that spoiled. I wasn't even able to speak up when I was a child because I was getting my teeth knocked out. Yeah, it's giving somebody that was a spoiled ass fucking brat. It was giving somebody that like just take, and it was never good enough. Because even when she would get what she wanted, It was never good enough for her. She always wanted more and more and more and more and more. And even when she would get, like, she's like, I want one of those ducks. And he's like, all right, darling, we'll get you one of those ducks. I think that's the part. She's like, but I want it now. Is it her? I can't remember if it's her. Either way, I feel like this did transform you into the King of Candles, your fiery self, where you learned being the King of Cups and being the King of Candles, or the King of, fire. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's almost like it pushed you. It pushed you to start changing your life. It pushed you to start making different choices. It pushed you to evaluate you as a person and what you were letting things happen. I feel like you were letting emotion run your life, but I don't think it was like good emotion. I think it was like you were allowing people to manipulate you. I feel like you were allowing your emotions to be pulled around, and I feel like you weren't seeing the extent of how much you were being manipulated. I feel like some of you guys were literally like targeted and trapped by a certain person or people in a certain situation, and it was from the beginning. You were literally targeted by certain people, and you just saw it as in like, oh, I'm just taking it easy, it's what it is. No, it's not what it is. It's not what it is. Yeah, with the Five of Candles, what it was fighting. And oh my god, this is like just pure. And the Empress in reverse, this was somebody that was pretending to be the Empress. This was a false Empress. There was so much fighting, there was so much there was a lot of negativity here. With the Five of Wands here, I even feel like this gave you a hit to like your self-esteem. Yeah, this is what people do. Here's what people do. People that are like this, that are manipulative, what they do is they'll go and find somebody that they see, and they see the value. Okay? And they're like, I'm not good enough on my own to have that person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak in like a gas and little by little erode who they are, how they feel about themselves, put them down, and make it seem like they're not as great as they are, even though the only reason why I have all these things is because of what they have to offer. The only reason why I'm able to spoil myself, the reason why they want to be with you is because you have so much to offer. But they're like, I'm gonna erode it so that they can't see who they are, so that they'll stay with me, because if they see what a piece of shit I am, they're not gonna stay. Right? If they understand their own value and they realize I'm a fucking asshole, that I can only lie and manipulate and probably cheat and just use you, they're gonna realize that they dated down, married down, and they can get so much better than me, right? That is what they do. That is what they do. They will literally go after people that are way above their, what they have to offer, way above their, like, what is it, like their fucking match. And that's what they do. They'll erode. They'll erode until they don't see their value anymore. And unfortunately, it works a lot. It works a lot. It just took you having to see your value and having to see that you're the table. You're the table. Without them, they probably wouldn't even have shit. They wouldn't have shit. They wouldn't be shit. And you can see it the second you leave their lives. They turn into nothing. Or they'll go and get with someone immediately that can give them exactly what they needed because they tapped you out or whatever. right? Yeah, but you're seeing there's growth here within you. There's a seed in there. You're seeing the potential that you have and the potential that something here can be. And that's actually like exciting you to a point where you're starting to believe in yourself again, right? I feel like you're changing your habits of the way you're eating, the way you're living your life. What the fuck was that? Is that a cat? Hey! You're changing the way that that is a cat. You're changing the way that you have been living your life. And I feel like you needed this growth. I feel like you needed this to realize that the way that you were living before might have just not been it, right? It might have just, and maybe you were settling for less. Maybe you were people pleasing, because a lot of times that is a trait where you'll give of yourself until there's nothing left. And why would you do that? Why would you give of yourself till there's nothing left of you? Why would you allow people to just take? Right? Okay, don't mind whoever that is. Yeah, look, we got rabbits, new beginnings. And obviously rabbits, I'm getting the Ace of Wands and so much schmecks. Timid. I think you guys, I think Virgos have a touch of shyness, right? Don't you guys? I believe so. I believe so. Especially if you guys don't have some kind of liquid courage. But you guys have a desire here. You guys have, I also feel like there's money coming in because you guys are starting to believe in yourselves, right? I feel like you guys are very clever though, and you guys are very resourceful. Like, you guys know what you have to do, and you guys usually have like a lot of talents that you guys can be like, oh, I can go do this, or I can go do that, right? I would be careful, because if this is a relationship that you're dealing with, you could get pregnant immediately, or this person could get pregnant immediately. Okay, the ground is very fertile here, not just for like money businesses, but like to get pregnant. All right. So if you're not trying to get pregnant or get somebody pregnant, I would wrap it up. Because yeah, I am seeing that. Yeah, but you have a choice. You have a choice here, and I feel like the choice is, once again, like, what options are you gonna go? What road are you gonna go down? I feel like you've already been at this crossroad, and the universe is saying, okay, we're back at this crossroad now. You've been there, and you now see potential here. Where are you gonna go? What life are you gonna choose? What option are you gonna take this time, right? There's something here too about traveling. You're weighing the options, and you're gonna decide, but I do feel like you're going to choose independence and a road trip, which it feels like, even if you're with someone, I feel like there's still that sense of independence. I feel like who you dealt with in the past, there was a sense of prison. I also heard some of you guys might have done a stint in prison, but that's neither here nor there, and it doesn't matter, right? And then the gears are going to start moving. Yeah, everything's going to start moving your way the way it needs to be. But it's all because you're coming in authentically, right? Okay, Virgos, let me get you guys some advice. I'm smelling, this could be a girl, or it could be a feminine, but I'm smelling men's cologne. It's earthy. It's a little bit musky. I lost it. I haven't smelled men's cologne in a long time. I lost it. It smelled very earthy though, little oaky. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I've never smelled it, so I wouldn't even know if it was a famous brand. It smelled good though. Boundaries. There's a need right now to have boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and attention. What did I say about the people pleasing? It's no. Even if you think it makes you a bad person, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Then fine, I'm the bad guy. I don't give a shit. It's time. At what point do you say, I'm going to live my life for myself? And that's not to say that, you know, if you have kids or you have people that actually need you, but understand that, like, there's a time and place for everyone, right? Like, let's say you're, I'm going to give an example. Let's say you're dating someone, but yet you're always the go-to guy. That time is now cut off. Like, the time is, like, if you're spending time with someone that you're dating, you're no longer the go-to guy. That time is for the person that you're dating, right? You're not gonna upend a date because, let's say there's even an emergency with the or not even an emergency. Let's say there's like an issue with the child. That's the other parent's time. Unless it's an actual emergency, like Bobby broke his arm. If there's an issue that you're with mom and they need to take care of that, right? They need to take care of that. I don't call my ex-husband and be like, hey, I don't know. It's just everybody has their place in their time, right? Even children have their place in time. And yes, children will come before everyone, but if somebody's using them to try to delegate your life or control you, especially if it's I just heard it's a baby, especially if it's a baby. The baby doesn't need you when it's mom's time, right? Especially if you're not together. That's a baby. Unless the baby has a fever or has to go to the hospital and it's not your time, right? Because you should have allotted times, especially if you're not together with someone. There's no reason why mom should be calling you, right? There's no reason. She needs to figure that shit out. They're adults. Or masculine. They're adults. If you can't figure it the fuck out, like, it's time to learn. Okay? And that's from someone that raised 2 kids on their fucking own. And then compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Yep. Yes. Exactly. Alright. Virgos, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will leave you, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.